WKYT this morning on the air at 4:30. Why some community members are worried that a new high school being planned for Scott County may not be able to offer sports when it first opens.
It'll be your first chance to see this year's men's basketball team. It's Big Blue Madness tipping off tonight.
And lots of controversy in politics this week. We'll be checking in with our Washington Bureau correspondent for that.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Welcome in. Just as we needed it, here came Friday. We're glad you're along with us. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Definitely in need of that. And hopefully, Micah, will be getting some good weather, which we're in need of.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be a big front, and that's what we're watching for today. We already see a few sprinkles down south, as you can see that right across the border counties, and that will move on out. And once that moves on out, we don't really have a big chance of rain today. It's only a slight chance at about 10%. You see the much cooler air to the north. That's your front, and we're still there in that mild section, I guess, if you will, sitting in the 50s. 62 by the afternoon, much cooler than what we saw yesterday. That early sprinkle or two. Now we'll get into your afternoon and off into your weekend. We have a frost advisory and a freeze watch to tell you about, and that's up in just about 10 minutes.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you. A new high school is scheduled to open soon in Scott County. That'll be in the fall of 2017. But a Board of Education committee says the school won't have enough money for athletic programs when it's supposed to be opening up.
And last night, the school board discussed some possible options for this. Garrett Weimer has that story.
Things got heated at times at the board's work session as they discussed the future Great Crossing High School and whether or not the school could afford to have athletics when it opens.
I truly have a problem with this.
Under the current plan, Great Crossing would be built in phases on property beside Elkhorn Crossing, but a gym would not be part of phase one.
But you know what? It's what we can afford to do. And we cannot wait until we have the money to do the full high school, because we will be waiting until 2000, whenever.
A committee found that a lack of other options likely means the school could not afford to have extracurricular activities when it's scheduled to open in August 2017.
But in my opinion, my personal opinion, and I will vote this way till the cows come home, we don't have a high school until we have athletic programs. We're in business to educate, but there are so many kids that somehow are just hanging on in our district because of the opportunity to play football in the afternoon or soccer or whatever.
Conway emphasized that the committee made just a recommendation. The Board of Education has not made a decision. He says moving forward, they would have to find ways to make it happen because it wouldn't work with the facilities and fields that they have right now. In Scott County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Conway says they would need to look at all possibilities, including corporate partnerships and sponsorships. The next board meeting is scheduled for next Thursday. Well, police say they have found the two other persons of interest in the murder of a man at a Pulaski County rental cabin. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office says that they found Whitney Bell and Rexel Brown yesterday while doing a home inspection at a home in Monticello. Both have been taken to Pulaski County for questioning. Police say the victim, Danny Poor, was shot to death last weekend. The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office arrested a third person, Jesse Brown, and charged him with murder on Tuesday.
Lexington police are searching for a man who robbed a store at gunpoint. It happened about 8 o'clock last night at the Tobacco Zone on North Broadway. Police say a man walked in, pulled a gun out on the clerk, and demanded money. And after getting some money, he ran away. Police say the clerk was not injured in that holdup. After nearly a week on the run, 2 Taylor County escapees are back in custody this morning. State police say they found Joshua Gill and Michael Tetrault yesterday in Hazard. They say both men were arrested without any trouble. Police say they drove off in a car belonging to the Taylor County Jail while they were on work detail last Friday. Police found the car abandoned that night.
A federal audit found that state leaders had trouble making sure everyone who bought discount health insurance plans on the state's insurance exchange met the requirements. The audit claims officials didn't always properly verify the identity of some applicants or if they were eligible for minimum essential coverage. But that doesn't mean ineligible people bought plans because the state had other ways of catching problems. The state says that they disagreed with the audit. They claim any problems with Connect have been fixed.
Some leaders of the community gathered last night to discuss ways to close achievement gaps in Fayette County schools. While 70% of Fayette County schools showed an overall improvement in test scores compared to those of last year, 24 schools still showed up in the needs improvement category. A panel at Shiloh Baptist Church said more needs to be done to make sure all students succeed.
Not only celebrate our success, but also look at what we're not doing for all students. And so the community has a responsibility and the schools have a responsibility to teach all students.
Panelists suggested addressing the mental health of students earlier and having more resources available for students who have low scores.
There's been a lot of controversy in politics over the past week.
As usual, right?
Yeah, as usual.
Let's check in with our Washington Bureau correspondent Alex Miller to find out what the biggest stories were this week and what we should look for in the week that is coming up.
Good morning. Let's look at your biggest political stories for this week. Now, Congress was in recess over the past week, but it doesn't mean it was quiet here in D.C. Planned Parenthood is back in the headlines after announcing Tuesday that it will stop accepting reimbursements for fetal tissue used in research. The organization has been at the center of controversy after edited undercover videos were released this summer, alleging the group was profiting from the sale of fetal tissue. Planned Parenthood still says these allegations are untrue and funds were simply reimbursed for procedural costs. Still, the group is looking to eliminate any question marks surrounding them. House Oversight Committee Chairman Jason Chaffetz, who grilled Planned Parenthood President Cecile Richards on Capitol Hill just a few weeks ago, said Wednesday his committee has received the unedited footage of the controversial videos. Chaffetz says the committee will review the 800 gigabytes of data but will not release it to the public. Switching gears now, that Democratic debate didn't bring the fireworks and personal attacks that the GOP debate did, but it did certainly have its moments. Likely the key exchange of the night.
The American people are sick and tired of hearing about your damn emails.
Thank you. Me too. Me too.
But for the most part, the candidates stuck to the issues, Democratic issues like gun control, paid family leave, and the war in Iraq. Republicans were barely mentioned, including Donald Trump, though he did make his presence known on social media. As Hillary and Bernie tried to differentiate themselves from each other, Martin O'Malley, Jim Webb, and Lincoln Chafee just simply tried to get in the conversation. President Obama announced that nearly 10,000 U.S. forces will stay in Afghanistan through next year and be cut in half in 2017. This is a change to his plan for the U.S. to have an embassy-only presence by 2016. Now Congress will be back in session next week, where the Iran deal will be formally adopted after it was passed back in September, despite disapproval from all congressional Republicans. Reporting in Washington, Alex Miller, WKYT.
Well, a new app has been unveiled to help people going to games, concerts, or other events at Rupp Arena. According to our news partners at the Herald Leader, the Rupp Arena app has been available for months, but was officially unveiled yesterday. Users can look up directions to the arena, see a list of upcoming shows, and buy tickets. The app will also connect users to dozens of businesses near Rupp Arena. If you can't make it to Keeneland for the Breeders' Cup, there's another option. The Kentucky Horse Park will be offering off-site wagering and simulcasting of the races at Keeneland, including those of the Breeders' Cup from October 29th through the 31st. Drive-through wagering will also be available at Alltech Arena. The Horse Park will be hosting the CP National Horse Show that weekend.
Big Blue Madness, of course, tips off tonight. It is the first chance to see this year's highly recruited men's basketball team. Also, the women's coach, Matthew Mitchell, known for putting on a unique dance routine that many say they look forward to. The event is sold out. Tickets went on sale a few weeks ago, with people camping out for days to get their hands on them. Big Blue Madness starts at 7 o'clock tonight, and you can watch the whole thing live on the SEC network. Always a big show, always a big splash.
Yes, always just, amazing. I'm wondering, will Drake perform? That's my big question.
There's one of the questions.
And how was there last year?
And how will this team look? You know, we'll see as the season gets rolling. WKYT this morning, just getting started. The time right now, 4:39.
Breastfeeding mothers, have you ever considered donating some of your supply? You could help sick or premature babies. That story's coming up.
And we're looking outside, seeing those temperatures pretty chilly this morning, and also a few sprinkles down south. I'll show you that front moving on in and the effects of it coming up next.